Live from Studio 7E in Rockefeller Center, this is Weekend Today in New York.
Welcome back on this Saturday morning. Graduation rates among Latino students have long lagged behind other groups, but now there's a new effort in New York to change that. And it comes from an unlikely source. Linda Vaquero explains in this week's Visiones.
This is a public affairs presentation from For New York, Visiones.
The University of Notre Dame is partnering with the Archdiocese of New York to try and narrow the achievement gap for Latino students. They claim the answer is to enroll your child in a Catholic school. Father Joe Corpora is the director of the University School Partnerships for Notre Dame, and Dr. Timothy McNiff is superintendent of schools for the Archdiocese. Gentlemen, thank you both for being here.
Oh, thank you.
Father, I wanted to ask you first, how did this initiative come about in the first place?
Notre Dame has always attempted to serve the church through Catholic schools. And we look at the church today, perhaps the biggest opportunity facing the church is the recruitment of Latinos into children and families into Catholic schools.
And so many Latinos, Catholic in nature, Catholic parishioners, so it sort of makes sense. Tell me about the role of Latino students in Catholic schools. I mean, obviously there's quite a number of them in the Archdiocese.
We have 25,000 students, which comprise 30% of our student population. And, you know, I know it can be argued, this is where we do our best work. It's with immigrant students, helping them to assimilate not only into our country, but their community, and giving them a wonderful Catholic education in the process.
And yet it's tough because enrollment is down in Catholic schools. How do you feel Latino families can sort of help in that regard, and in turn help themselves?
Well, I think what we primarily want to look at is helping themselves. The focus has to be on the child. And when 96% of our seniors graduate and go on to college, and the 30% of Hispanic children that we have currently in the school system support that statistic, that's really what we want to focus on.
And what are some of the components of the program? Because I know cost is always a concern for families.
I think in general the program is trying to address 4 areas: the financial gap, the achievement gap, the cultural gap, and the leadership gap. And so to do that, we have collaborated with a bunch of schools in New York that Dr. McNiff has put together that we've been working with in all of these areas. And now we have a consultant who will follow those schools to see if what we're suggesting or we're working with is going to work to increase the number of Latinos.
It's just getting underway, right?
Yeah.
But you really feel that this is a boon for everyone?
Oh, I think so.
And this is a way of life for us from now on. This is just not a project that has a definitive date to it.
All right. Well, Dr. McNiff and Father Joe Corpora, thank you so much for being here with us.
It's a pleasure.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. Good.